Good morning, friends, and welcome to Take Two for this Wednesday, the 3rd of April, 2019. I'm Jeannie. I'm so glad that you've decided to come along and be with me today on this hump day. Well, first things first, I'd like to start by wishing a very happy birthday, many blessings to our good friend Bob Miller. Now, Bob is a great guy, and he is so young at heart, so I know he won't mind me saying 87 years young, and there's no stopping him. So many blessings to you, Bob. We love you, and we wish you the best, and 87 more, should the Lord will. Well, today I'd like to talk to you a little bit about conserving energy. That's why I have my little lamp here as my prop. Well, let me tell you how this all started, this whole idea about conserving energy and talking about this subject today. And that is last week in kindergarten, my nephew Jimmy, my beautiful nephew Jimmy, of course I always have pictures, Jimmy with Thomas, his brother, Jimmy, the older one, the kindergartner. He was in school, and he went to school assembly, and he was learning about energy, and he was just enthralled, and he was just absolutely, that boy's brain is a sponge, I'm telling you. He just soaks up knowledge, and he just can't wait to share what he's learned. Let me tell you, we've come a long way from the days in kindergarten, like when we were small, ourselves back in the day, 50 odd years ago, and kindergarten back in those days was, like coloring and stuff like that. No, they're learning lessons. They're learning real good stuff. They're being educated even at the age of 5. Well, Jimmy learned all about energy. He was so excited about what he learned. He couldn't wait to go home and share what he had learned with his parents. And so he was telling his mother all about it. He was telling his mother all about, at assembly they learned about energy, and she's listening to the whole thing and all that. And then the two of them were sitting in front of the television and watching a show together. And then when she got up to go in the other room, I guess to prepare dinner or whatever it was, Jimmy popped up behind her and started following, and then he made an about face and he said, "Mommy, shouldn't we turn the television set off so we could save energy?" I'm just so thrilled when I hear things like that, because it just shows me that he's really paying attention and he's really learning. Well, yes, we should save energy. It's very important that we're not just willy-nilly and leave lights on around the house or leave television. How many times have you turned the TV or the radio stereo or something on in one room and then gone all the way to the other side of the house or the other side of your office or what have you, and you just left it on and forgot all about it, and then it was just completely wasted energy because you got involved doing something else. Well, that's very true. We waste a lot of energy. I know, I've been guilty of leaving lights on around the house when I wasn't using them. So, it's best to turn them off. Well, not only that, but think about all the energy we waste on other things when we could be saving that energy and using it in a much more productive manner. I'm thinking about things like wasting your time with toxic people or wasting your time on mindless nonsense. Think about all the times you sat in front of a computer and you've just gone for hours looking at garbage or playing stupid video games. Now, please understand, there's nothing wrong with a little bit of diversion. There's nothing wrong with playing a few games. It's fun to do that. Playing board games, those sorts of things can even be sometimes educational. But truth be known, we do waste a lot of time on silly stuff. So I know I was really challenged because my sister, when she was sharing this with me about her grandson learning about energy at school, she started saying, there are a lot of things we waste our time with energy-wise. Maybe that might make a good Take Two episode. So thank you, Fran, for the tip, because it really is good food for thought. don't waste your time on a lot of nonsense. It's much better to conserve that energy and use it in more positive ways. You know, sometimes if I'm working on something on a computer and I've got to get it done, maybe I was writing an article or doing something and I get a brain block or something, I might, you know, go and digress a little bit, and I might go and do something different. I might play solitaire for 5 or 7 minutes. You know, that's fine. Or look at pictures. One of my favorite things to do is to open up a folder that I have and look at old videos and pictures of my nephews, or, you know, pictures of happy family events and things like that. Now, that's fine. But if all I did all day long was sit in front of the computer and play solitaire, or even just look at pictures all day long or videos all day long of my family, that's great to look at those things. But to have that be, you know, just stuck there like that, that is not being productive, okay? So next time you're in a room and you got the light on, stop for a minute and think, okay, if I'm not using this light and I'm going in the other room, I'm going to take Jimmy's advice and turn it off, and turn off that TV if you're not in there, or that stereo or anything else, and say, I'm not going to waste any more energy. I am going to conserve my energy. So whether it's this kind of energy or the other kind of energy I talked about, especially doing mundane things when you could be doing something much more productive, stop and think, is this overtaking me? Am I doing Facebook too much? Am I on the internet too much, doing stuff that's not positive and productive? Stop, weigh it, and you make the decision of whether or not it's a waste of your energy or not, okay? Hey, go be a blessing to somebody today. You might end up being the only one who is. Being a blessing is never a waste of energy, okay? And listen, as I look at this picture of my beautiful nephews here, one way that Jimmy never, ever, ever can give enough energy to, and he does, is by being a blessing to his baby brother, because he loves him so much, as we all do love these kids, okay? And don't forget to become a subscriber to my YouTube channel, Jeanne Sigler, JeanneSigler. Click that subscribe button, hit that bell, and of course, for the best programming, best music, best everything, go to WRMZ.org and click that listen button, okay? Here's another way that you could be a blessing. Hit that donate button, because we are listener supported and we could use all the help we could get. Okay, now I'm going to go around the house and I'm going to look at things that might be on that I don't need to be on, and I am going to save some energy. Hey, happy hump day, y'all. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.